Hello friends, I'm meteorologist Zach Shields in the Fox 7 Weather Center. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to be tracking some downpours and spring-like storms as this western low we've been tracking all week long is finally making that turn toward Texas. The conveyor belt of moisture, that tropical flow is scooping up that low. It'll cruise across northern Mexico today and then make a direct hit on Texas tomorrow. Something we haven't seen in quite some time. As long as you're due east of that low, you'll have plenty of energy and lift to work with. Plus, we'll have plenty of fuel to work with to see widespread coverage of rain and storms. Lately, we've had this dome of stability locked in, suppressing any rain activity. That has hit the road, and it's been replaced by this area of lower pressure that's going to change the temperature profile in the atmosphere. It's going to bring in a layer of cold air aloft, plus it's still very warm and humid near the ground, and this is going to force the air to rise even more, setting the stage for the clouds to build up into rainmakers and possibly some spring-like storms. We have plenty of fuel. That's the moisture. Just step outside, you can feel it. Then we'll have the triggering mechanism. It's the Pacific front. It will initiate the storm development, and then the instability with that low will keep the showers and storms going strong and moving across the entire state. We'll begin to feel the impacts of this low pressure system, not today, not this evening, but late Friday night going into Saturday morning. This will be the first round of rain. Let's time it out for you as we zoom on in with our high-res futurecast. For the rest of today, mostly cloudy with peaks of sun. Clouds thicken up tonight, and by late evening to right around midnight after your dinner plans, we could have some spotty light rain streaming in from the south. More spotty light rain tomorrow morning. And then notice after that, as we go into the afternoon, as all the pieces to the rain puzzle come together, the rain coverage and the intensity will increase. Especially out in the hill country, that is where the storms will initiate by 2, 3 in the afternoon. And when it gets going, it's going to quickly move across the entire area. Moving across the I-35 corridor right around 5, 6 tomorrow evening. And this model run really wants to intensify those storms and then push it across your eastern counties between 5 and 7. By early to mid-evening, most of the rain's out of here. Winds that change on the backside of the storm system will chip away at the cloud cover, and the rest of the long holiday weekend will feature lots of sunshine and slightly cooler and drier. Let's time it out for you a little bit better. Round 1 will feature on and off light rain from sunrise to noon on Saturday. Then from noon to 5, that is when we could have a line of storms coming on through, making that light rain turn into downpours. Plus we'll have some lightning, and we could have some gusty winds and very small hail. That is why much of central Texas, in fact from Dallas to San Antonio all the way to San Angelo back toward the Houston area, under a level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk. Not for Friday, but for Saturday. We'll be on the lookout for very small hail, pea-size. That's not going to do any damage. We could have wind gusts that could do some minor damage as they get up to 40 to 50 miles per hour, numerous lightning strikes, and the possibility of downpours. The bullseye for the heaviest rains will happen from northeast Texas up into Arkansas. This is where we could have inches of rain leading to some flash flooding. The flooding threat around here extremely low. We'll be lucky to get a ½ inch to 1 inch of rain, but this is promising. I know it's the weekend, and you probably don't want to rain out your outdoor plans on Saturday, but we desperately need the rain. We can salvage the rest of the weekend with sunny, dry conditions. But 3 out of the 4 models showing some spots picking up a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. We're not under a flood risk around here. That's happening off to the northeast. But look at this, 73% of Texas in drought mode. And this is unfolding just in the last couple of months. You call that a flash drought. And where you see the orange and red colors, that's severe to extreme drought. And that's why we welcome the rain with open arms. Here's a breakdown of your Valentine's Day forecasts. Lunch plans, you may need the umbrella. Some light rain, some storms for your afternoon adventure, and then it clears up just in time for dinner time. And the rain faucet will remain off for the Austin Marathon coming up early Sunday morning. It's going to be on the cool side, and you're going to be fighting those gusty winds out of the north, 10 to 15 miles per hour. So with those big weather changes on the way, very important you download our free Fox 7 WAP to get the latest weather alerts if we're going to be dealing with some strong to severe storms. And there's that marginal risk of that happening. So please stay weather aware, and thanks for watching.